What's up? Bartlett Arbor Supply. How's it going, climbers? Chris Campbell here. Today I'm going to show you my quick method for getting up into the canopy and getting to work real quick. So we have a cherry tree here behind us. There's a lot of pruning that needs to be done. We want an MRS in this tree. We want a double rope system. But the ascent is quite the distance. We have about 65 feet. So with the gear we possess today, I'm going to send up an alpine butterfly on this side of the rope and then do a system transfer when I get up in the air. I'm going to head up on a rope wrench, Prusik, carabiner setup. Now, if I was out in the field, I would generally just go for my akimbo because you can switch it over without any struggles up in the tree. But I'm going to show you a little bit less gear intense way of doing this. So today we're climbing on the FTC Nigma rope, and this is a semi-static 24 strand rope, and it has a lot of awesome capabilities because it acts like a static line when you're climbing SRS, but it also has the give and the flex, the dynamic properties of your standard 24 strand ropes. All right, so we have our alpine. We're choked into. So now I'm just gonna keep this just a little bit above my head, install my rope wrench on here. And again, there's many different ways to do this. I'd like to show you probably the least gear intense way. Some Teufelberger Epi 9.3 going on. It's a nice combo with this rope. You can really speed out of it fast, but it also has a lot of nice control to it. Now, if there's other ways you guys want to see this, climbers want to see this, by all means, drop some comments in the below column here. Let us know what you want to see, or maybe a different configuration, or ask us some questions. Let us know. We'd be happy to make some tutorial videos on how this is going to work. So now, my system's on, tied. This is going to run up and choke, but before I do, I'm going to add my other carabiner right here to the splice. That way when this goes up, I can just untie up there, switch over, and be ready to climb. All right, climbers, we made it up here. I'm gonna pop my ascenders off real quick before I do my switch over. That way I don't have anything entangling myself. And this is a perfect opportunity to gauge whether or not you want to keep the tie-in that we've isolated from the ground, or if we want to move up any farther, or install a friction saver. In this case, I'm just going to keep the same one here. And we are going to lanyard in before we make our transfer to MRS. And also, I'm going to leave the original tie-in that we have right here. So, if I so choose, since I'm going to natural crotch this cherry, if I wanted to do so, I could leave the alpine here, but I don't like the rope on rope friction. They're made to go rope on tree, but not rope on rope, and especially just in that one area where it'd be grooving out the whole time. So I'm gonna take this right on off. So I'm just going to back feed this alpine out. And one more. There it is. So again, if we wanted to leave our current tie-in point or choose a friction saver area, we could do so. Opposing gates. Now while there's a little bit of dead air here, make sure you're liking and subscribing too. And again, drop some comments. Let us know if you want to see a different setup or a different way of doing this. Now the last little snafu here is what to do with our wrench. My go-to method would be to remove the wrench from that side and put it on the splice side all together. And what that does, do a little weight test here. Good. What that's going to do for us is keep everything streamlined, and then we're not actually untying gear. It just kind of floats around there. Doesn't really bind up on anything. Doesn't hurt nothing. And then we can continue on with our climb. If it does give you troubles, you can always untie, but this is a real quick way. We've made it up here in probably 10 to 15 seconds. We're approximately 65 feet up. We're already onto our MRS system, and now we can start to begin to transfer out on these limbs and get rid of the dead wood. I hope this has helped you guys out a little bit and maybe speeded up your trimming process. Again, please like and subscribe. All this gear and everything else, bartlettman.com, or stop by the warehouse right on M53 up by Marlette. Get every piece of gear you need. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you, climbers.